Fam, I had a plan. Best laid plans of mice and men, right? I had a plan. It's gorgeous outside. Feeding nominal. I mean, it is amazingly gorgeous outside. Oh my gosh, it is so nice. The weather is perfect. The breeze is just slightly blowing. There's a rustle in the trees, and it's just I got my little hoodie. I could be perfectly comfortable sitting out there. Everybody's gone from the house, so everybody ain't running around in the yard. It's just me and you, and the camera and the microphone, and the dogs. And then as soon as I start taking my stuff out there, excited to go sitting out there, I am relaxed. I am so relaxed because I went and got a massage today. That's right. Whew, just takes all that tension away. I love it. 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 Almost as much as I love cigars. Well, all right. That's close. But this Paladin de Saca, the Sin Compromiso that we're going to fire up, that jugger's nice, nice, nice. Look how big that box pressy deliciousness is. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gravy. Oh, my gracious. So let me toast this thing up. So anyway, I had a plan. I knew what I was going to talk about. You know, I was going to talk about being outside in the weather and talking about how we need to savor those moments and how daylight savings changes and make a joke about, you know, you can't make a day longer by taking an hour off the back end and put it on the front end. Ha, 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 he, ho, 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 hoo, hoo, hoo. But none of that works if I'm sitting in the studio because some gooberhead is running his lawnmower. Big old loud commercial sounding lawnmower. And I'm like, dude, the grass ain't been growing for weeks. What are you doing? Stop it. So instead of saying that, because it's not nice, I said, well, I guess I'm going to come inside. And now I've got to film my podcast today, and that's an hour-long show. So, by the way, that podcast drops every Friday at 5 in the afternoon. At least we're doing 5 of them. We're going on number 4. This will be my 4th podcast. We'll find out if people like them enough for me to keep doing them, because it takes 4 or 5 hours complete from start to finish, editing and posting and all this, if not 6-7 hours. So I'm not going to do it if people don't love it, if people don't like it. But anyway, I didn't want to sit down and try to figure out a whole new script, a whole new who-da-day and ju-ja-ja. So I let the internet do my job. I'm not being lazy. I'm being energy conserving. So I pulled up the internet on my computer. Don't mind my desk. Pulled up the internet on my computer and typed in random thing. The random thing I typed in was interesting facts, and came up with something from the Today Show. Interesting facts for adults. 100 interesting facts for adults. I really haven't looked at these. I've looked at a couple, but I just kind of said, all right, this dog will hunt. This will go. So if you want to get off, I don't hate you. I don't blame you. Glad you're here. But I think it's going to be fun. I'll talk about these interesting facts, and if there's something that I want to key on, we'll key on. If not, we'll just keep on keeping on, right? So the interesting facts for adults, that's supposed to be us. Not your behavior, not your maturity level, but on your birth certificate and on your driver's license. Adults, right? If you're smoking a cigar, you better be an adult. Right? So, Australia is whiter than the moon. Starting off little, I'm not sure about that. Venus is the only planet to spin clockwise. All right, here's a good one right here. Allodoxophobia is the fear of other people's opinions. Is that not something we got going on in this world right now? Allodoxophobia. When somebody don't want to listen to your opinion, you just say, you're just allodoxophobic. Of course, then they'll buy a support animal, and they'll file for disability. Anyway, human teeth are the only part of the body that cannot heal themselves. It's interesting. Competitive art used to be an Olympic sport. All right. The first person processed at Ellis Island was a 15-year-old girl from Ireland. That is kind of interesting. This one I don't get. Google Images was created after Jennifer Lopez wore the green dress at the 2000 Grammys. I don't know exactly what Google Images is. I know who Jennifer Lopez is. I don't know the green dress at 2000 Grammys, and I'm not going to Google the green dress at 2000 Grammys. So just take the word for it. Lemons float, but limes sink. I wish I had a lemon and a lime right now because I would test that, because I don't know if that's true or not, because they're both about the same hardness, right? They're both citrus, and that'd be interesting to find out. And if that does, what about grapefruits? What about tangerines? What about oranges? What about, navel oranges? Of course, they'll float because they're navel, right? Okay. So, the Eiffel Tower was originally made for Barcelona. I thought it was made for the World Fair. And that guy almost got lynched. He almost got strung up because everybody thought it was the biggest eyesore and it was ugly. So I get it now. Everybody goes there to get proposed to and take pictures of, right? I guess he didn't have agoraphobic, fear of what people thought about him. It would take 19 minutes to fall to the center of the earth. That is, if you don't burst into flames and become a crisp or suffocate or die from the G-forces or whatever. And would you go faster because gravity's in the middle, so is it pulling you down faster? And would you stop when you get to the center, or would you go past, bounce back and forth? I don't know. I wonder that sometimes when I can't get any sleep. The real name for a hashtag is an octothorpe. No, that's not true. The real name for a hashtag is what? What, Gen Xers? That's right. The pound sign. The pound sign. Neil Armstrong's hair was sold in 2004 for $3,000. That's kind of weird. The longest English word is 189,819 letters long. You ready? Here we go. No. The tiny pockets in jeans were designed to store pocket watches. I've heard that before. People once ate arsenic to improve their skin, so don't try everything that they say is good for you because it may not be. They used to put cocaine in Coca-Cola, and they put heroin in cough syrup, so not a good thing. The Terminator script was sold for $1. I'll buy a book. I just thought that up. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back, but I'll buy a book. I got a buck. I don't know. It's luckily I don't have agoraphobic because I'd be afraid that you judge me. Judge me. Go ahead. Penicillin was first called mold juice. That's truth in advertising. A fear of long words is called I'm gonna try. Hippopotomonstrosesquippedaliophobia. That's what it says. HIPPOPOTOMONSTROSEQUIPPEDALIOPHOBIA. Hippopotomonstrosesquippedaliophobia. Wow. It's funny. They could have just called it oops, right? Or something. And just like three letters. Nobody's going to say I suffer from that when they suffer from that. That's kind of jacked. But you know what's not jacked? This Paladin de Saka. This thing is smooth and creamy. Leather's deliciousness. Oh my goodness. And at that big of a length, 6 and 7 inches, something like that. That thing is going to last me a little while. Get through editing at least for at least this video. I might smoke it on the podcast because I'm going to do the podcast next. So if you tune in the podcast next Friday, you'll see if I'm smoking this cigar right here. That's right. Now, if you're driving, when you watch the podcast, do not watch, just listen. Keep your eyes on the road at all times. The quickest commercial flight in the world is in Scotland. The first commercial passenger flight lasted only 23 minutes. They probably had to wait on the runway for 2 hours. Right. No number before 1,000 contains the letter... What? No number before 1,000 contains the letter A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. A-T-E. No. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 100, 40, 60, 80, 90, 30, 50, 70. No, that's a good one right there. I like that one. There were active volcanoes on the moon when dinosaurs were alive. Right. Sudan has more pyramids than any country in the world. But the largest pyramid is Bass Pro Shop in Vegas. That's what I've been told. I'll add that to the mix. Circulatory system is more than 60,000 miles long. Wow. The Pope can't be an organ donor. That's weird. It's weird. The world's longest concert lasted 453 hours. I wonder how much that ticket was. It's impossible to hum while holding your nose. Try it again. You try. You're trying it. You're trying it. Anybody watching? You're trying it. Yeah, it's funny. That's funny. Oh, now I got the nose is running a little bit. Africa is the only continent in all four hemispheres. All mammals get goosebumps. Japan has one vending machine for every 40 people. Wow. McDonald's once made bubblegum flavored broccoli. Finland has more saunas than cars. The longest time someone has spent holding their breath underwater is 24 minutes and 37 seconds. Frida Kahlo painted 55 self-portraits. Okay. Avocados are actually fruits, not vegetables. NFL Super Bowl referees also get Super Bowl rings. Oh, that's cool. So they figure out which team's going to make the best ring, and that's the ones they rig for. Did I say that? It's illegal to own only one guinea pig in Switzerland. Only 4 countries in the world have no national anthems with no lyrics. Aw. The letter Q doesn't appear in any American state's name. I'm not going to try. Walt Disney currently holds the most Academy Awards at 26 lifetime. The average cloud weighs over 1 million pounds, but how does it float? Wearing a necktie could reduce blood flow to your brain by up to 7.5%. That's a reason why I shouldn't wear neckties, because I need all the flow I can get up there. And boys are struggling. The animals can also be allergic to humans. I've heard that. Finland is ranked as the happiest country in the world for 7 years straight. Bottlenose dolphins are the only other species to have names for themselves, like Bob and Steve and George and Susie and Aloysius and I don't know, Mabibasheth. I don't know. Your brain alone burns around 400 to 500 calories a day. Boy, that's one tired brain cell. Approximately 10% of people are left-handed. I am. I'm in a minority. Besides, water, tea is the most popular beverage worldwide. That's a lie. It's coffee, and then it's Diet Pepsi. Your heart beats an average of 100,000 times a day. That boy working. The first animal to travel to outer space were fruit flies. They probably stowed away. All right, I'm not going to run through all of these because it's a long time. We're already 13 minutes in. Snakes smell with their tongue. Ew. Chicken wants to live for 18 months without its head. Sheep was the first animal to be cloned. That's not true. Platypuses sweat milk. Ugh. President Theodore Roosevelt had a pet hyena. The Hollywood sign used to say Hollywood Land. I don't know if I believe that. Giraffe tongues can be 20 inches long. Ooh. Shrimp's hearts are located in their heads. Ants don't have lungs. The otters sleep while holding hands. Aww. Dogs sweat through their paws. Largest animal in the world is a blue whale. Let's see what else. Horses and cows usually sleep standing up. Yeah, duh. Around 80% of orange cats are male. Really? All right, so let's put some value to this show. Yeah, it was funny. Sorry. It was funny. It was humorous. I enjoyed it. I hope you did. But this just goes to show that when things go awry, just punt, just change direction or whatever. Also, Sometimes you just need to be silly. Sometimes you just need a break. Sometimes you just need a pause. Sometimes you just need to let your brain just float around in there. I mean, it's burning 400, 500 calories. Give the dang thing a lunch break. So look at something dumb. Go on YouTube. If you really need to look at something dumb, I highly recommend the Bob Cigar Guy channel. If you're looking for good cigar reviews, I'd recommend any other reviewer than the Bob Cigar Guy channel. But, just take a break. And when you take a break, if smoking cigars is your thing, and if it's not, why are you here? We smoke cigars all the time, right? What? Anyway, if you smoke cigars, I got to tell you, Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust is a great, great, great manufacturer of cigars. Steve Sockett does a fantastic job with quality control and flavor profiles for everybody. Price points all up and down the board, sizes for every moment in time, pretty much. All the way from Pulpetta up to the big old Elefante and Cedra. I mean, you can get something there in the way you want to smoke, right? So grab you one, fire it up, watch your little video, scroll on the email, all that good stuff. Thank goodness in 2 days, the election's over. I'll be glad about that. Vote. Go vote. Please go vote. If you haven't voted, please vote. I don't care who you vote for. I honestly don't. I just want your voice to be heard because you are a great part of America and you should have your voice heard. It's the truth. So that's it. I'm going to go. We're 16 minutes in and I got another video to shoot. So I love you and I will talk to you later. Later, Tater. Milk sweats.